I saw Jeff always know how to handle the public, no matter what. Has that been your experience with him? He knows how to handle the public. I've only seen him stumped one time. The phone rang out of Channel 9, and this lady said to Jeff, because Jeff was answering the phone, that's part of his job, and she said, can I, it was in the wintertime, she said, can I get back to Oklahoma City tonight? That he had the proper response. He said to her, where are you? And he said, again, where are you? And she said, don't know. Only time I've ever seen you stuff. Well, you know, he's from Cherokee, Oklahoma, 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 and Western Oklahoma. He used to play football, you know, in a big pileup in those days. It was not uncommon for someone to bite you on the capital leg or bite you on the arm. It was just pretty normal procedure. Well, we never had the honor of playing Cherokee football when I was in school, but I understand the Cherokee football game is so mean. When they got in the huddle to call a play, they bit each other, and that's when Jeff decided he didn't want to play football anymore. Tough bunch of guys up there, and yeah. All right. You know, on February 10, 2014, the House of Representatives elected a new Speaker of the House. I'm proud of calling my friend. They chose a man who has represented Alfalfa, Major Woods, and Northeast Woodward County. It almost sounds like a warning or something, doesn't it? Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Series Alfalfa, Major Woods, and Northwest Woodward County. They can be north of 1,000 who's on the future life. Well, that's where he represents. Lives in Fairview. And he's represented the folks out there in the state of Oklahoma 10 years or so. He's the 5th generation of his family to own and farmland in Alfalfa and Woods County, a huge farm and ranch. That's a tough business. It's a tough life. Like me, he grew up in northwest Oklahoma, but here is where the resemblance stops. He was valedictorian at Cherokee High School. I can't imagine. That's so great. And listen, I didn't know this about you. It's amazing. Top 10. What are the top 10 freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes at the University of Oklahoma? Think about that. Isn't that amazing? That's a great leader. Great leader. And, you know, it's a tough school down there. My comment for a long time about OU was the school I like never got into and like never got out. Obviously, you didn't have a problem. He received a medal honoring the top 3 student leaders at OU on his graduation. Top 3. Think about that. Amazing. I keep saying you got a great, great leader. Graduated Bachelor of Arts with distinction in journalism. He showed up Channel 9 a little while after that. His name was AU. After graduating OU, he served assistant. Invaluable experience here. He served as assistant to President David Bourne, an athletic director at Hickman Winter Steve Owens, as a public affairs special projects coordinator, and as University Press Secretary before moving to Woodward, where he's Vice President of Omni Media Group. You know, while he's proud of all the work he's done, and all the work he's done with Review and his associates, he's very proud of that, obviously. But he's so proud of his family, his wife, Jana, and the children, Taylor, Ashley, and Austin, and Taylor's here somewhere. But he's proud of them, he's proud of Oklahoma, proud of what he does, and it's an honor for me to call him a friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 43rd Speaker of the Oklahoma House of Representatives, Speaker Jeff Hickman.
We'll be
Wow. How about the Northwestern Oklahoma State University Center from Alva? Thank you to the Rangers for making their way down to Oklahoma City, the ice and snow. Appreciate you all being here and have a safe trip back. So thanks for being a part of our special night. Good luck to your concert trip coming up soon in New York City. Carnegie Hall, United Nations. So proud of you representing Oklahoma. Thank you again. Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's a little cold. I think it's still dry out there, but when you appoint the weather god of Oklahoma to be in charge of the event, hopefully you have a little better control of the weather. But thank you to Gary. You never know what's going to happen when you turn the mic over to Gary, but I'm so proud that he's from Northwest Oklahoma as well. I appreciate him being part of the event. It's also a privilege to introduce his wife, Mary, who's joining us tonight. For 40-some years, we've watched Gary. Mary England is with us tonight, too. Mary, thanks for being with us. Well, let me begin first by saying thank you to one person in particular, and that's my predecessor, Speaker T.W. Shannon. Speaker Shannon, are you here tonight? Speaker Shannon, I want to say thank you. We appreciate your service, appreciate your leadership, but mostly I appreciate you letting me throw the party this year. Last year you threw the party and made me do all the work. I appreciate having a chance to be part of the party this year as well. Thank you. It's good to see you and Devin here as well. You know, a lot of work went into tonight, and I'm so proud of the event we were able to put together. I'm so proud of being here at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. What a beautiful setting for this event. And so much work went into to make tonight happen. It doesn't happen by accident. And I want to thank Marion Free, the Executive Director of the Speakers Ball, and the board members of the Oklahoma Speakers Ball Incorporated for making tonight happen, along with the staff. My staff of the Speaker's Office do a great job, and we're very involved in this event as well, but do a great job each and every day serving our members and serving Oklahoma. And last but not least, to my family. They were very involved in every detail of our event. It really has been a family affair. It's been a lot of fun to get to plan this with them, and I'm so proud of them that they're all here tonight. In fact, Taylor got up at 3:30 to fly home from Waco from college so that she could be here. And I'm really glad to report her flight's already been canceled in the morning, so she gets to stay a little longer with the class. But I am so proud of them and so proud that we get to share this evening with them. My partner in all that I do, Jana, and our 3 children, Taylor, Ashley, and Austin. Thank you guys for being here. I also want to say hi. I'm probably going to skip the show at this point. I also want to say thank you to the ladies that will be competing in the Miss Oklahoma pageant for our volunteers when you came in tonight. They were here. Those are ladies that have qualified for the pageant. Ashley competed in the Miss Oklahoma teen pageant last year, representing Northwestern from our part of the state. Representative Todd Russ's daughter won the whole pageant just a couple of years ago. But we were really pleased to have them help us, and not just because they are participating in the Miss Oklahoma pageant and are wonderful young ladies, but because the official charity of the Miss Oklahoma pageant is the Children's Miracle Network, which is tied in directly to the Children's Hospital Foundation, and that was why we asked them to be part of this event as well. And lastly, I wouldn't be able to stand before you tonight to serve in this role as a host of this event if it weren't for the colleagues that I have the privilege to serve with. Men and women from across this state that leave their families, that leave their businesses, that come to the state capitol to be there to represent literally over 3.5 million people in this state. People that may have disagreements about how we get there, but all agree that we want a better day for Oklahoma and that our good times are still ahead of us. I greatly appreciate the honor of serving as Speaker of the House given to me by my colleagues. But more importantly than that, I greatly appreciate the friendship of the men and women that I get to work with each and every day, representing so many of you that are here tonight. Thank you to my colleagues and members of the House of Representatives for all the work that you're doing. You know, it's an honor to get to serve in the House of Representatives, and for me in particular, to represent Northwest Oklahoma, where I grew up, where I was born and raised, is something very special. It's the people that make Oklahoma a special place, in my opinion, and I truly love the people of Northwest Oklahoma, and I wouldn't have a chance to be here if it weren't for them giving me that opportunity 10 years ago to represent them at the state capitol. I also wouldn't be here without the rest of my family. My parents are here, my in-laws, my
uncles, some of my cousins that have joined us today, many family members that are here, as well as numerous constituents that braved the ice and snow to make the trip down from Northwest Oklahoma tonight. Our constituents give us a chance to make a difference. They give us a chance at the Capitol, those of us that serve in the House and the Senate, to leave Oklahoma a little better than we found it. But we're only there for a brief time. Stewards of this state for the brief moments that we're called to serve, and we have that opportunity to hopefully make the next generation of Oklahomans have even greater opportunities than what we find today. It's an exciting time to be in Oklahoma. We have challenges ahead of us, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else working with any other team than the people that we work with each and every day at the Capitol. This is an exciting time to be in Oklahoma. There are amazing things going on across this state, whether it's technology being developed in the energy sector, medical research, agriculture research, numerous ways that we are pioneering and leading this country, and that's what we're founded on as a state of pioneers. It just continues in a little more high-tech way in 2015. Many of you are staying at the Waterford Marriott Hotel, I know, as part of the Speakers Ball group of hotel guests that we have with us. On April 21st, 2009, I was staying at the hotel. We didn't have a place down here, and I would stay at different hotels through the week. You know, being a good conservative, wherever I could get the best rate from any given hotel. And I happened to be staying, very rarely, I think like once in 5 years, the Waterford actually had the best government rate in town. And I went to bed that night, getting ready to go to the Capitol the next day, and the phone rang, and it was Janet. And she said, "It was time, we need to meet you. We'll meet you in Erie. My dad's driving. Austin's on his way." So I made a quick trip down the interstate to Erie, Oklahoma, met my father-in-law, Dr. Harris, at the convenience store on the north side of Erie, picked Janet up, and we raced back, although there wasn't any hurry because it would be 18 hours before Austin would decide to join us. I'm not really sure what the hurry was all about. The next evening, April 22nd, next afternoon, April 22nd, 2009, Austin was born at the Children's Hospital at NWOSU Medical Center. By that evening, my colleagues called me back to work and said, "You're just down the street having a baby. Can't you come present these 2 bills? It's deadline week. We need you here." I raced back to the Capitol, and in a sweatshirt and jeans, they waved the dress code and allowed me on the floor to present my 2 bills before the deadline passed. But we had made the decision that we wanted to deliver at Children's Hospital, not because we had to, but because we wanted to. Because if indeed we would need anything, we wouldn't have to go anywhere else. We were already there to receive the amazing care from Dr. Hickman and the staff of Children's Hospital. We are so blessed to have an entity like that right here in our state. Phenomenal things that are happening, the research, the care. It's an incredible place. But many of you see on television commercials for different national groups like St. Jude and other children's hospitals. We all get their mailing labels in the mail and other things. I want to ask one favor of those of you in this room tonight. The next time you see a telethon or a commercial, the next time you receive those items in your mailbox from all of those national organizations that spend a lot on marketing, let that be a reminder to you, not of that organization, but that we have perhaps the best children's hospital taking care of our own Oklahoma children right here in our borders. Let that television commercial, let those mailing labels that show up from someone else be a reminder that triggers you to send a check to the Children's Hospital to take care of Oklahoma kids in Oklahoma. We'll use their marketing dollars to remind all of us that there's great things going on right here in Oklahoma, and I hope that you do that. It is an honor for me to get to be here tonight. It's been an honor for us to put this program together, and I know you're going to thoroughly enjoy the concert coming up here in just a few moments. But before I do that, I'd like to call one of my colleagues to join me on the stage to share a little more about his personal experience with the Children's Hospital. It wasn't that long ago that Grace Nelson began her treatments at the Children's Hospital. And Jason and his family have been spending a lot of time there. What's been really exciting for me is to hear the stories as they go through this difficult time in their lives. of the great care they're receiving, of the great things that are happening just down the street, and how they're able to stay together as a family, be right here in Oklahoma City and receive incredible care. It's something that all of us as part of the Capital family are living with them, and we're praying with them, and we're seeing and enjoying the successes with them. So please join me to tell us a little more about the Children's Hospital Foundation, Oklahoma City's own State Representative, Jason Nelson.
Let me catch my breath, I just walked in from outside, sorry. It's Tuesday morning, it's October 14th. It's 3 weeks before the election. I'm walking into the bank, my wife Lori calls, and it registers with me that she is about 2 blocks away at the pediatrician's office with our daughter, Grace, who is 8. Grace has been experiencing a mysterious on-again, off-again, low-grade fever, abdominal pains, and so I knew that's why they were there. I answered the phone. Lori's whispering. She says the doctor felt something in her abdomen, and that the doctor's scared. We were at OU Children's Hospital the next morning, early. By the end of the day, Grace had undergone the necessary diagnostic tests. We'd met with a pediatric oncologist and a surgeon, and they diagnosed Grace with stage 4 nephroblastoma, or a Wilms tumor. It's a rare childhood kidney cancer that affects about 8 children out of a million. She's scheduled for surgery about 36 hours later. Since last fall, Grace has undergone intensive treatment at Children's Hospital. So far, she's completed 13 weeks of the 31-week treatment protocol. She spent 19 days in Children's Hospital so far. She's finished 23 days of radiation therapy, half focused on her abdomen, half on her lungs. She's undergone 2 surgeries. The second one to remove, right after Thanksgiving, to remove the tumor in her right kidney. She's received chemotherapy from the beginning, and she'll continue to receive chemo through the summer. She's received 3 blood transfusions, and we've had to take her to the emergency room 3 times. When Grace was diagnosed, Lori and I were prepared to do anything and to go anywhere. And to find the right kind of treatment for Grace, and that's exactly what we did. We were right down the street from where I work, the Children's Hospital. The team at Children's Hospital is as determined to save Grace's life as we are. And they're fighting just as hard as Grace is to beat her cancer. And a big part of that team is the Children's Hospital Foundation. I appreciate the speaker giving the proceeds of this evening to the Children's Hospital Foundation, making them the beneficiary this evening, and for the work the speaker's done. I know he's an ambassador for the Children's Hospital Foundation. The Children's Hospital, a child can be a child, and the parents can find hope, which when you walk through those doors, you are desperate to find. Thanks in large part to the Children's Hospital Foundation, our daughter, and so many children in Oklahoma have a fighting chance to see what they will become when they grow up. Because of the work of Children's Hospital and the Foundation, they are saving the lives of children from across the state, and they are saving the life of Grace. Thank you for what you do, The foundation, thank you for being here. Mr. Speaker, thank you for contributing the proceeds of tonight's event to the Children's Hospital Foundation. Thank you.